Hey guys, I'm back again. I just wanted to do a little video here looking at the UI of the LG G Flex 2 as well as the benchmark to see if we can see anything a bit different from the G3. So far I've been very impressed with the speed and performance of the device. It feels very buttery smooth, and going into stuff, as you can see, is a very nice snappy affair. I was a bit worried about the performance due to all the hoopla about the Snapdragon 810, the fact that Samsung didn't decide to go with it. But as you can see here, going into stuff and then back out of them is very nice and smooth. I have noticed some differences here and there with the LG G3 in terms of the software, which I think that some of them are good, whereas some of them are a bit strange really. I think the most notable absent thing on the G Flex 2 is the lack of multi-user support. As you can see, there's no way to get into it up here, which you can get on the LG G3. So that's a bit strange in that aspect. In terms of the display, however, I do like the way that you have advanced customization options here. So if you go down to the screen mode, you can set it to what you want it to be. As you may have expected, I've already put it on vivid because that maximizes the contrast levels and makes it a tad unrealistic, but very colourful and lively. But you can put it on natural if you want to get that kind of LCD look back, or just standard, which is in the middle range kind of thing, which is nice. The other thing that I've noticed as well is if you power it off, well, put it on sleep, and then scroll your finger down here, you can get a preview of the time there, as well as any other relevant information. So that saves you having to go into the device, and saves a little bit of battery life, which is nice. The double tap seems to work a little bit better as well, I found, than the G3 or the older G2. It seems to be much more reliable, as you can see. Very nice and quick to get in there. Have a look at the settings to see if we can see any difference in terms of the screen off effects, etc. Just go to the lock screen here, and it looks like it's pretty much the same as the G3. So you've got soda, for example, which is quite a nice one, or the light particle. So I tend to have it on the light particle on my G3 because I do like that. It's still got your knock code as well, so that's pretty cool. So you can set up a way of getting into the device in an innovative way. Whoops, let's try that again. And that works very nice and quick there. So we'll come out of that anyway and just have it on swipe again. In terms of the music player app, it looks quite similar to before. I can't see too many changes in the UI settings here. Still get your ability to change the pitch. So if you want to, for example, put it on slow or low pitch, you're having a slow day maybe, or maybe if you're feeling hyper. I really like that about LG devices. Also, you can put on your surround sound, which is quite cool. So quite similar there really. I think a lot of the inbuilt apps are quite similar to the G3 if you're familiar with that. As you can see, the dialer looks very similar, as well as the messaging, the clock as well. So quite similar across the board there. I did get an update when I got the device to the latest version of Lollipop. Well, not the latest version of Lollipop, but slightly better than the Galaxy S5, obviously, which is on 5.0. Would have been nice if it shipped with like 5.1 or something a bit later, but at the end of the day, it's not too bad, really. So yeah, anyway, we can just do a quick little Antutu here just to see how the device performs, and we'll be interested to see if it measures up to the M9, if we've got the results there. So what's this all about? Let's just come out of that again, saying something about enable 64-bit mode. So I just need to put that on unknown for a moment. Install 64-bit. Wow, that was quite quick. So just come out of that and then go back into it again. Make sure we're running the 64-bit mode here, and I'll forward the video as usual to get to the end. So we're getting to the graphical part here, and we can see very high frame rates here, up to about 60. Don't know if you can see that, but I certainly can, which is quite nice. And that curve certainly lends to a very nice kind of viewing experience, kind of like what you see on your TV. Should be good for gaming and more immersive. So where we have here a score of 48628, which only the MX4 seems to best it at the moment. Don't think the M9 is actually listed on here yet, but it'd be interesting to see how that compares to that. It's above the Note 4 though, and that's the main thing. So yeah, I think this is pretty nice in terms of the raw performance. Obviously I'm quite interested to see if it produces much heat when I pushing it to the max. So we'll have a go of that. And there is actually one last thing I just wanted to show you quite quickly on the device, which I thought was quite nice to demonstrate like how immersive this kind of curved kind of display can be. We can just have a look at this video here. So it's very immersive here, and a good demonstration there of what sort of experience you're going to get with this device. And I don't think it's just a gimmick. I do think it is truly more immersive. So I think the only real drawback obviously is that it does kind of wobble a bit on a desk, but it's not a huge issue if you don't always use your device like that. So just a quick little look here of the UI and general kind of performance on this trinket. This is the LG G Flex 2, and I'll see you very shortly. Cheers.